It's Europa League semi-finals day. Let's see how we get on. It's Arsenal. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Man United save. It is Man United v Arsenal in the Europa League semi-finals. We'll be facing off, if we get through, against Bayer Leverkusen or Atalanta in the final. Atalanta, a bit of a surprise package. I'm not too sure how they've got there. I've got the old auto-scrolling thing happening. Just ignore me while I pop off, well, half off screen, as I just unplug my Xbox controller, because that's what causes it. And there we go, we're back to normal. So who's been scoring all their goals? Duvan Zapata. On loan from Sampdoria. Okay, excellent. Good on him. They've also got Christian Capone, who's been scoring lots of their goals, an Italian 20 on loan from Perugia. So they're relying on loan players. That's fine. Or he's on loan at Perugia. Ignore that. They've got one person who scores all their goals, and we'll nullify him. And Josip Ilic, obviously, or Ilicic, is a well-known man in the world of football. But yes, let's get into it. I don't know, have we played any games away from... Oh yes, we drew 1-1 with Watford. It was pretty terrible. Pogba put us in front. Deeney scored a goal. Classic football manager. Lindelof was on a 7.3, got injured, took him off, brought on Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe messed up, they scored a goal. It always happens like that. When you take off someone who's on a good rating, you will always concede a goal. So don't do it. But I had to because he got a slight injury, but what can you do? But today, we're playing Arsenal. They've got Christian Pavon, who's out with a twisted ankle, and Mavropanos is unregistered. We've only got Andreas Pereira, who is out with a broken ankle, which is the same injury I had last time. I think I just called it wrong. I don't think I called it a broken ankle. We're going to bring in back in Lingard. We're going to start Greenwood for this game. Oh, no, we're going to start Daniel James. We're going to go with the team that I've picked there. De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, De Ligt, Shaw, Fred, Pogba, Fernandes, James, Daniel James, Martial and Greenwood up front. On the bench, Dean Henderson, Tuanzebe, Delo, McTominay, Harriet, Lingard and Marcus Rashford drops to the bench for this one. Greenwood gets a chance. He's been training very, very well. And he is in the goals this season, which is good. They line up, as you would expect: Leno, Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny, Monreal, Guendouzi and Torreira, Mkhitaryan, Ozil, Smith Rowe and Aubameyang. Lacazette makes the bench, as does Iwobi. Socrates is dropped in favour of Mustafi, and Marquisio is there as well. So a very strong bench for them. Let's listen to Mike. He can go out there and say, let's do it for the fans. And let's go out there and say that I have faith in every single one of you. Get out there, get the game done. We're going to go attacking from the off and get this happen. We're going to do both legs in this episode today, and then we're going to come back for the next episode, which will be the last league game of the season and the Europa League final, hopefully. If not, it will just be the last game of the season against Tottenham. But what can you do? But we've started well. We've had more shots than them. We're dominating them, you could say. They've got the first highlight though. Bellerin throws it in. Bruno Fernandes with a good header away. Torreira picks it up. Ozil into Aubameyang. Aubameyang turns great block on that from Lindelof. Comes out to Bellerin. Oh, he's got round Luke Shaw's tackle. Bellerin's in. De Gea makes the save. It looks easier to score than miss, is what the commentary said. Oh, that's a foul. Fred picks up a yellow card for a trip on Mustafi, who was up there for some reason. Is this going to be dinked to the back post and they're going to score because Aubameyang's completely unmarked? No, it goes to Mkhitaryan on the edge against his former club. It was Luke Shaw that blocked the shot, and it goes for a corner. And for a minute there, I thought I hadn't pressed record, but I had. I should always trust myself. Ball goes in. De Ligt heads it away. Smith Rowe down to Torreira. Torreira back to Smith Rowe. Pogba with a great tackle. Here we go. Let's launch this attack. Martial, run! Run, Mason Greenwood. Martial's coming through. He's beaten one. He gets into the box, and it's a great tackle from Bellerin to end that attack. That was a bit annoying, really, that it just suddenly ended like that. We'll demand a bit more from them. Someone's pressurised. I didn't see who it was. Monreal up towards Ozil, who doesn't take the ball, but Pogba just passes it back to him, and luckily Aubameyang misses the header. Torreira is there. Guendouzi back to Torreira. Torreira all the way out to Hector Bellerin is a bit of space. He goes in again, and De Gea makes the save again from Hector Bellerin. He's getting into some dangerous positions there, and it's going to be Ozil to take the corner. As Ozil flings that in, Lindelof with a header away. Koscielny brings it down with a lovely first touch into Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe goes around the right hand side back to Koscielny, not known for his crossing, and he crosses it straight to Lindelof, so that's okay. Greenwood then clears, looking for Martial, but it's a poor pass. and we just can't get out at the moment. Let's drop it down to positive and see if we can just make a little bit of an impact on the game by not being so attacking, which seems a little bit oxymoron-like, but here we go. Ozil up against De Ligt. He swings across into Smith. I mean, Wan-Bissaka didn't need to head that. De Gea in real life probably would have shouted at him to not head it. Goes in towards Aubameyang, out to Talea, who hits the bar. De Ligt flicks it on with a header. Ozil beats Fernandes, and then Luke Shaw clears it away with his right foot. And, well, we're not playing the best. We started very well, but we're not playing the best. We've been under pressure from Arsenal, but we are away. We're away from home, so I'm happy. Yeah, let's go and close down Hector Bellerin. I like that thought, Mike Phelan. Greenwood into Fred. Fred back to James. James into Fred again. He looks for Wan-Bissaka. It's a good ball. Wan-Bissaka keeps it in play. Crosses it in, and it's too close to Leno. Easy to save for the German, or easy to catch for the German goalkeeper. And it goes to Mustafi. Mustafi back to Leno. He's going to be pressured. He rushes his clearance out to Bellerin, and we should be closing Bellerin down. I've literally just put that instruction on. But he goes out to Emil Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe crosses it in, De Ligt with the clearance. Fred flicks it on one more. Pogba on one more as well. And here comes James. And is it going to be a counter of the counter? James comes forward. Greenwood's making a great one through the middle, but there wasn't enough on the pass. De Ligt keeps it alive. Skendouzi into Ozil. Mkhitaryan comes forward. It's got Arsenal goal written all over it. No one... I mean, what was that? That is so bad. That's why I hate Football Manager. I'm going to dissect this in the replay. And I'm sure in the game somewhere there's reasons why this happens. But as Mkhitaryan gets the ball here, what is De Ligt doing? Because he's got cover. And then as De Ligt just jogs, Lindelof then comes across and leaves it completely open. That wouldn't happen because Luke Shaw was going to close down Mkhitaryan. I just hate the game engine sometimes. We find ourselves 1-0 down, and I'm blaming everybody else but myself, very similarly to the Tory government right now. But we're not getting into politics or Brexit, because I ban talk of Brexit because I don't live in Britain anymore, so I shouldn't really be worrying too much. But I do worry about it because it's going to affect everyone in the future. But anyway, we're 1-0 down, which is very disappointing. We're going to make some subs at half time. We're going to mix up the tactics a little bit. I'm tempted by 4-4-2, you know, but we'll have to wait and see. Into the dressing room we go. Let's give them an assertive show me something else in the second half. They don't get any individual team talk because I'm annoyed with them. Okay, let's go that. We'll up the tempo. Let's run at them a little bit. We won't go as wide. No need to go as wide. Let's not focus through the middle either. Let's try to make this happen. We'll still go to the fullbacks. We'll up the line a little bit. Let's up the press as well. Don't really want to use the offside trap against Aubameyang, but let's leave it as it is. No subs at half time, just tactical tweaks to see if we can make something happen, and then we'll bollock them as soon as we get out there. Bruno Fernandes with the ball in, looking for Luke Shaw. It's headed away. I mean, come on. Martial would run and get that ball. I know he's lazy in real life, but he would run and get that ball. As Mkhitaryan goes around attacker, he's going to cross it to Smith Rowe, and Smith Rowe's going to score. Okay, he's missed. I mean, he should have scored. But that is dreadful. That's what I mean. There's no reason why Martial wouldn't go and sprint to get that ball. He wouldn't just jog in the other direction. He would be absolutely bollocked by everybody if he did that in real life. It's just... the match engine has so many issues with it. I really hope they fix it for the next release. So there we go. We've made 3 subs, all in the attacking positions. Let's go out there and get goals, please, or at least one goal. I don't really want to go into the home leg being a goal down. As Eric Lamela has been sent off at Atalanta, and Bayer Leverkusen got a 1-0 lead through Paulinho. Good on them, I guess. Well done. We need something to happen here, please, folks. Come on, De Gea. With the goal kick, short to Lindelof. Lindelof has got Wan-Bissaka just up here. He goes inside to Pogba. Pogba then comes forward with it, up to Lingard. Lingard is going to run at the defence. He lays it off to Wan-Bissaka. He's got Lingard inside him again, uses him. Lingard's there into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes shoots from range. He's hit the post. Oh, Mustafi's clearance goes to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw tries to cross it, but it's blocked, and that's unlucky. That's unlucky. Bruno Fernandes with a shot from range, but hitting the post. 20 minutes to go. We have used all of our subs up. Right, let's go for this then. Let's try and nick an away goal. And we will go offside trap. We will keep stuck in on there. Let's distribute it quickly and we'll go to the flanks. Let's keep the counter press on. We will go a little bit wider. And we'll go slightly more direct with the ball, I think. Let's not run at them as much. They're quite a good defensive unit, so we don't need to run at them. I mean, they've got Mustafi in their team, so they shouldn't be a good defensive unit. But they are, because it's Football Manager. Yeah, we're struggling. We're struggling. The midfield 2 not getting in the game. They've been sort of snuffed out of it by Torreira and Guendouzi, and they've brought on Xhaka with 5 minutes to go. They've also brought on Lacazette. Wan-Bissaka to Fred. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Swings a cross in. It falls to Fernandes. Oh, Leno makes the stones hit the post again, is what the commentary said. Oh, can you believe it? Hitting the post twice in the last few minutes of the game. And it's going to end 1-0 to Arsenal, I think. 1-0 to the Arsenal. That was always their chant, wasn't it, when they won, when they had like George Graham with the best defence or whatever he had as a manager. As Koscielny goes all the way back to Leno with a bit of a weird pass. But, yeah, this isn't fair. This isn't gamesmanship. Come on, Arsenal, play the game. Mustafi goes long, looking for Iwobi. He flicks it onto nobody. Wan-Bissaka does pick it up, goes into Fred. We've got slightly higher tempo with more direct passing, please. Come on, 15 seconds to go. Lingard brings the ball forward. He sort of isn't tackled. He just sort of ran into Xhaka. Pogba into Lingard. Lingard comes forward with it. I mean, what is that? What is that? We're playing attacking, more direct football, and he passes it backwards when there's 10 seconds to go. That wouldn't happen in real life. That would not happen in real life. I'm not going to sympathise. I'm going to tell you I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. We're going to go to the Burnley game. We're going to fuck Burnley over, come back, and then beat Arsenal 2-0. And that's what's going to happen. And I'll see you right then. I'm angry. Here we are then, back for the second leg. And we absolutely battered Burnley to a 1-1 draw. A 0-0 draw, sorry. Shocking. We had something like 20 shots and 1 on target. It was dreadful. The team are just struggling at the end of the season. I don't know if it's fatigue because we've got quite a small squad. I mean, we've got a lot of players in this squad, but I haven't really rotated that much, which obviously is my own fault. But yeah, it's just very annoying. We need to get reinforcements in. We need to get more Deadwood out. I think the vote is going in the direction of just spend whatever the hell I want and bring in whoever the hell I want. There was a very good comment saying make sure we bring one youth team player from the under-23s every season into the squad, which I quite like that idea. So if you think this season we brought in Chong, Greenwood, I was going to say Rashford, not Rashford. Chong, Greenwood, Gomez, who hasn't featured too much. I might sell Gomez. Burkhart's come up. But next year, we're going to have to be having a look to see who from the under-23s we bring up this time. Could be James Garner, I reckon, is probably one of the highest on the list. Or maybe an unknown youngster called Alexis Sanchez. Who knows? Who knows if it's going to be Alexis Sanchez. But we're going in to play Arsenal. And we've got our team selected, and they didn't do very well against Burnley, but I'm hoping that we can turn it around against Arsenal. They've gone a bit more defensive for this game, as you'd expect. 1-0 up, coming to away from home. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, De Ligt, Lindelof, Shaw, Fred, Pogba, Fernandes, Lingard, Martial and Rashford. Leno in goal, Bellerin, Koscielny, Mustafi, Monreal, Marchisio, Xhaka, Mkhitaryan, Maitland-Niles and Iwobi, with Aubameyang leading the line on his own. Hopefully, will be quite isolated. Right, assertively, we owe Arsenal after what happened. We do. I want you in that final, boys. I want that Europa League final to happen under my watch, and I want us to go out there and get the win. Mike Phelan can go and do the press conference. Here we go then. Arsenal in their light blue, light greeny kit. Iwobi picks the ball up on the left hand side. Are they going to score straight from the kickoff? I fudging well hope not. As it goes back to Mustafi, and there we go. Luckily, they don't score from the kickoff, which is always a positive start to the game. But we are starting attacking. We are starting getting in their faces. We're going to look to try and leave Aubameyang quite isolated and push ourselves up the pitch as Bruno Fernandes swings in the corner. Luke Shaw's there. He's hit the bar. It comes back to Fernandes, but Monreal gets there first and clears it. And once again, we hit the woodwork against Arsenal. That's now 3 times in 2 games, which is absolutely unfair, if you ask me, Football Manager. Absolutely unfair. Bruno Fernandes again with a corner. Swings it in again, looking for Luke Shaw. Aubameyang gets there first and clears. De Ligt, you're not just going to stop and run off in the other direction like Martial did in the last game. He swings a ball out to Lindelof, up to Shaw again. We've got a bit of an overload on this side here. Luke Shaw decides to go on his own, puts in the cross, looking for Rashford, and Mkhitaryan clears it away. Lindelof is slowly getting to the ball. I mean, Aubameyang is coming, if you'd like to do something with it, into Pogba. Pogba out to the right-hand side to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka comes forward. Lingard back to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka 2, Bissaka 3, Bissaka 4. Rashford's there. The cross from Aaron Wan-Bissaka seals the goal. But hang on. Alberto Undiano Melanarco, I think is his name, has gone in. And I'm not celebrating too much. I think he's going to disallow this like a complete twat. What does the VAR say? It's quite suspensive, isn't it? It's quite a lot suspensive. We're all running back, we're all lining up, and the goal is upheld. It's 1-0, 1-1 on the day. We've got straight back into it. Wan-Bissaka into Lingard. This is where I just about started doing the Wan-Bissaka chant. And it went in. Rashford at the near post and Leno couldn't keep it out. That's 1-1. That's what we like to see. We're back in this game. I want more from you boys. Come on. Come on, chaps. This is where we get back on form. Right at the death. We can't win the league. Liverpool have won the league. We have secured Champions League football. The board have said we've got 4.1 million to spend in wages and 124 million to spend as a transfer budget. So expect that figure to be 0 come the end of the summer. I'm going to go on a splurge, and it's probably going to happen when I get back from the UK, because the plan was to finish this season before I go, and it's going to be touch and go because I fly tomorrow. I think I fly, so I've got a little bit of time. This is now the evening. I'm recording this in Singapore and I fly tomorrow, so can I get a video done, edited and out before I go? It all depends on how much I can pack after this video finishes. As Martial into Pogba. Pogba goes out to Luke Shaw on the left hand side. Luke Shaw swings across. Rashford's there. It's over the bar. He should have done better. 5 minutes to go in the first half. That would have had Arsenal sweating through that, as Marcus Rashford does give us a 1-0 lead. Now, striker is a position I'm thinking of upgrading because Rashford hasn't done too well. Greenwood is very hot or cold. He hasn't got the consistency. But I can say that is an absolutely wonderful first half. What do I go with? I'm going to do it again. I want to go passionately. We owe Arsenal. Get back out there. Carry on going. You weren't that bad. I believe you've got what it takes. You weren't that bad. I believe you've got what it takes. And you weren't that bad. I believe you've got what it takes. Start the second half. Get into the game. Yeah, we're playing well. We need to go and get that second goal. But again, it doesn't really change the game because if we get one more, yes, we're winning. But then as soon as Arsenal score, they're winning on away goals. So not scoring that away goal is very, very annoying. And I can see already they're probably going to bring off Mkhitaryan for Ozil, put Maitland-Niles at right wing, and then bring off Aubameyang for Lacazette, who actually isn't on the bench. That's a bold strategy. Yeah, it's a bold strategy, Callum. Let's see if it plays off on them. We're going to take off Jesse Lingard, who once again is proving he shouldn't be anywhere near a football pitch. Let's bring on Chong. Or do I bring on Greenwood? Greenwood's more proven and he's match fit. Let's bring on Greenwood. On that right hand side, 20 shots and 4 on target is pretty appalling, to be honest. But we are doing okay. I just want to demand more from them, make them focus. And here is Bruno Fernandes. Swings in a good ball. And Pogba's there and he's fouled. He's gone in. Well, it's gone in, but this play's been stopped for a penalty. If you consult VAR and don't give this as a penalty. He says penalty. Paul Pogba should be taking this, and it is. The Man United fans are furious for some reason, even though we've just been given a penalty. Pogba steps up to take it and sticks it in the bottom corner, and we've got that second goal. But as I said, it doesn't really change the game because if Arsenal score, then they're going through on away goals. So, good penalty from Pogba. How much do I accept for Paul Pogba? How much do I accept from? There we go. Maitland-Niles off, Ozil on. So they've brought on a more attacking, more experienced player as Bellerin has the ball, squares it to Xhaka. And Xhaka is tackled by Bruno Fernandes, and then Bruno Fernandes slides into another one. Now, can we get a quick fire double? This would be wonderful if we can. Fernandes squares it. Rashford's there. We do. That's the advantage we needed. Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes. Superb play from Bruno Fernandes. And Arsenal are crumbling, and that is what we like to see. They now need to score 2 to go through on away goals. As Bruno Fernandes double tackle there. One on Xhaka and one on, I think, is that Mustafi who was caught out? Maybe. No, it's a midfielder, number 8. But Rashford just got in front of Mustafi. Maybe a foul in there as well. But that's worked out wonderfully. Now Luke Shaw's in, and that's taken a deflection. And Leno makes an easy save. But what are we going to do here? He's going to roll it out to Mustafi. Mustafi just takes his time. He's dwelling on it a little bit. Shot good on Mustafi. It goes up to Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson forced back by Luke Shaw. Looks infield to Ozil, who's just come on. Got Fred for coming. It's a wonderful ball through to Smith Rowe, and he's put that past the post, and the man that hit the post in the first leg, and we have turned this around. It looks like it's going to be us, Leverkusen, in the final at the moment, and this has been a wonderful second leg performance from the team in red. And when that happens, you just got to love it, haven't you? You just got to love it. You love to see it, which is a phrase which seems to be coming into play quite a lot in real life at the moment, but you do love to see it. We're going to make little sub. It was going to be Martial to come off to replace by Harriet, who's had an okay debut season, hasn't really broken into the team that much, but we've got a throw in deep in our own half. Wan-Bissaka up to Greenwood, who goes round Smith Rowe really well with a lovely touch. and lays it into Rashford's feet. Rashford is just taking his time, lays it off to Pogba. Pogba then goes out to the left for Luke Shaw, controls that well, infield to Bruno Fernandes. He's just waiting for that run from Harriet and got the ball to him in the end. Fernandes into Pogba. Pogba looking to get a shot off, is he? He does get a shot off and it's just over the bar. And that will waste a lovely bit of time. Let's drop it down to positive for now. We have really restricted Arsenal. They haven't turned up for this second leg. As Ozil fires in across. Koscielny's there and they've put it in. Let's go back to attacking because I don't trust Football Manager. And, well, just as I said, we've kept them quiet. Laurent Koscielny scored an absolute wonder volley at the near post. Who turned off there? Wan-Bissaka turned off and didn't mark him very well. Now, that does make it squeaky bum time. We have 5 minutes to get through. We're a little bit tired. We're on attacking, which could be an error. But with 2 shots on target, they've scored 1 goal. I know you're looking exhausted, but I can't take you off because you're rated really highly and Football Manager will screw me over. Lindelof into Pogba. Pogba into Bruno Fernandes, who we know is absolutely exhausted. Puts a ball through, looking for Rashford. He's going to have the pace. Is he going to have the pace? He is going to have the pace. Rashford's in. There we go. That's the game. Sealed, set, delivered. That's not the phrase. Signed, sealed, delivered is the phrase. Marcus Rashford is there. Lovely, lovely stuff. Great ball from Fernandes. This is why you don't take him off. I know he's tired. He needs a rest. The end of the season's coming up. Rashford just uses his pace really well. Nice left-footed finish, and Marcus Rashford is back on form in time for the Europa League final. As Bellerin takes the throw, and we're just waiting for the whistle. There it is. The Europa League final is coming to a screen near you very, very soon. Congratulations. You've all dreamt of playing in the Europa League final. It's exactly what every professional footballer wants to do when they come through. And there we go. We're going to the Olympic Stadium. And we're going to be playing Bayer Leverkusen as we get a little bit of money. Bayer Leverkusen will be a very tough game, actually. Olympic Stadium. Which Olympic Stadium? It's the Olympic Stadium of Azerbaijan. There you go. Rashford on form with a hat-trick. Lovely stuff from young Marcus. Superb in front of goal. And Pogba must make PSG switch, where if you give me 150 million, maybe, I might consider it. But there we go. So we've got Tottenham on the last day of the season and then the Europa League final. But there is quite a gap between them. So I might play Tottenham offline now there's nothing left to play for. And we'll just come back for the Europa League final. For the final game before I fly to England, hopefully. But there you go. We're going to potentially finish second, but I doubt it. Although we do have a better goal difference, so we might do. We're playing Tottenham. Man City are playing... Who are Man City playing? Man City are playing Leicester. Is that right? Did I not scroll down? Yeah, they're playing Leicester. And that will be interesting because Leicester are 11th. So, yeah, we're probably going to finish 4th, which isn't too bad, back in the Champions League, which is what we want. But thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure with it again. Looking forward to carrying this on with it. I'm going to have a 2-week break when we get back. When I get back, then there'll be hopefully some news about Football Manager 20 released. I haven't pre-ordered the game yet because they haven't announced anything, and that really annoys me. I'll pre-order it when they announce. But I've announced my saves that I'm going to be doing on Football Manager 20 if the game seems to be very different, or at least has some differences on it, on my Discord and on Patreon. So if you're not signed up to that, you won't know. But I will announce it fully when I get back from the UK. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back for the Europa League final in the next episode. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.